Hey, yo, good neighbors. What's going on? It's Phil Russert. Obviously, it's the quiet between storms. That's why I'm not streaming as much. We just wrapped up Tragedy Chapter 3, which I'm waiting for Kickstarter to give me the money. They're a little late. And we will fulfill very quickly and have that book in your hands before August. That I can almost guarantee. I can guarantee it on my end. It's just a matter of shipping and the printer if they do what they got to do. Anyway, bunch of stuff to talk about today, if you care. If you don't, no problem. Um, I want to show you actually a couple of the first pages that came in for Tragedy 4, which will be launching on Kickstarter in August. So August, book 4 is out. You're not even waiting 2-3 months before book 4 is out. And then I will be putting out book 5 before the end of the year. So we're moving this train along. Ricardo is awesome. He's gone digital with the work, so we're going even faster. And I'm very excited about this. Hey, Charles, what's going on? So that's what's going on with Tragedy. I'm going to show you some pages if you'd like to see the first few pages of Tragedy issue 4, which are cool. Some good stuff goes on that. If you haven't read book 3 yet, so I can't tell you what's going on. But anyway, Ricardo's here. What's going on? Charles is here. I also am going to show you um, some pages from The Dynamics, which is a new book that I'm doing, and it's new writing style. It's different. It's not tragedy, but it's set in the tragedy universe. And Rob works fast and brilliantly. Robert Powers is going to pencil, ink, color, and letter this book. He's doing it all himself. I write it, I give him the script. He's already given me roughs off the first 3, which I'm going to show you, and his roughs are more than roughs. So it's really cool. It's a more lighthearted book, but still action. It's still fun. It's a superhero book, and it's I don't know. I just wanted to write it, and I've been waiting to write it, and it's been great. I have other things going on too. I am teaming up with Apex Comics, Mariano Nicieza. You may know him as Fabian Nicieza's brother. Apex Comics, Mariano wrote for Marvel. We are going to be doing a team up book. Breath of the Dragon will be teaming up with a character of his. Shoot, I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Crap, sorry. Anyway, so we're going to be teaming up publishing companies, and that Kickstarter is coming out in August. And it's what we're going to discuss on the panel at San Diego Comic-Con. I have that going on. I'm going to be part of an anthology series that the 10 pages of Dynamics are going to be in as a preview. That's coming in the fall. And I'm going to be doing some other stuff that I can't talk about right now. But it's going to be a great end of the year, and it's going to be huge next year. I'm working very hard and diligently, and also so are the people I'm with. Hey, Brian, what's going on? And um, Dell, what's going on? Um, by no means am I implying I'm the only one. Other indie creators work just as hard or harder, and they're busting their ass and they're amazing. But speaking on only me, hey, Will Clayton, I'm also going to be publishing my short story book pretty soon. It is a short story book of fictional theology. Um, it is not preachy. I'm not preaching the Bible at you. I'm not telling you what to think religiously. It was me cathartically writing some short stories. Basically, my questions. I have a big faith in God. If you hadn't noticed, I'm not a churchgoer, but I have a great faith in God, who's gotten my butt out of many fires. And the book basically all the questions I've had, why things go the way they do, why the world is the way it is, why God allows this, I kind of address them in fictional ways, with humans at the core of each story. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of me in this book. Uh, it's gotten really good reviews from people who have read it so far. Now, I don't know if I'm a great writer. I don't think I'm a great writer. I think I'm a good storyteller. But everybody felt emotional and inspired by the short story book that got to read it. So that'll be out soon with that amazing, amazing cover by Will Pladen that I posted. if you hadn't seen it. So I've got that going on too. I'm really trying to push a lot. Um, while trying to push tragedy, I'm trying to push Philbo Studios, Philbo Publishing, um, as well, and of course Legendary Illustrations. And as far as the short story book, hey Riley, there's a lot of negative out there, and tragedy, isn't a positive per se book either. So I'm not saying this in a bad way because I'm part of the system, but there's a lot of negative going on. The short story book is not negative. It has negative tones in the sense of the devil shows up, and temptation and things like that, and frustrations. But at the core of this book, it really was just meant to be positive, inspiring, motivating, and I was really motivating, inspiring myself. I do that. I'm a self motivator. But if you read it and it motivates you and inspires you, then I'm happy about that. Um, but I'm not making any major statements. I'm not telling anybody what or how to think. I am not that way. I may flip off with my temper at somebody who's done something to me, but I've never been a controlling person and never tell anybody how to think or feel. And I'm certainly not going to preach to you about my faith in God. My faith is my faith and my journey and my relationship. If or whatever you have is up to you. I respect whether you do or you don't. Everybody's got their journey to live. But you might enjoy the book even if you're an atheist or agnostic, just for the fictional part of it. Um, so anyway, there's that. And Dell is back. Dell, drop your links. Anybody drop your links? As you know, Charles, drop your links. Charles is doing Cold Cutter. Robert Powers is doing the book, The Dynamics. Not only is, like I said, he's doing the pencils, inks, colors, and letters, but he's going to do a logo. The guy does everything. So I wanted that to be more of a cartoony feel. This is a more fun book. But let's get to tragedy for a minute because Ricardo Silva, as always, as usual, is kicking ass and taking names in his very humble way. I'm going to show you page 1 to the book. I might show you more, but the thing is, it kind of might spoil. So here's page 1 to the book. Obviously, it's not lettered or anything. It was just sent in today. Got some mercenaries going into a building. If you read when you read book 3, you'll find out why and what that's all about. And I have to tell you, the beginning of this book, the first 4 or 5 pages, is actually my wife's favorite of all the 23 issues I've written so far. She loves what I do here. She thought it was really cool. She said there's some cool oh crap moments. So my wife is really excited about the beginning of this book and how Ricardo draws it, and he delivers. Look at the detail he does on the buildings and everything. It's just amazing. Here's a book. Page 2. And page 3. And that's all I'm really going to show you right now as a teaser because I cannot give you more than that. But that's what we're looking at. I don't think any comic is without flaw. I'm new at writing. I certainly make the letterer work hard, Jason Meadows. But I think we put out a quality, solid book that is professional level. Raleigh, I hadn't thought about that. Will there be a pledge to become a cameo in tragedy? That is pretty cool. But you know what? I might take that idea and do you one better. Maybe instead of just like a cameo, maybe I'll make somebody a character, even if they're in for a story arc or something. That's interesting. I'll think about that. I'll look into it, Rally. Thank you for the suggestion. I know other people have done it before because I've already put my friends in the book, so why not? Wow, your wife married you, so we have to take anything she says with a grain of salt. Well, I guess I can't argue that, but good charity opportunity. What do you mean, Brian? You mean what? Let me know. Elaborate. So, yeah, Ricardo did amazing on those pages as always. He just keeps leveling up. He keeps working hard to be better and better and better, and I appreciate him very much. Uh, Robert Frank, how are you? Yes, issue 3 is going to Indiegogo with a catch up for 2 and 1. I'm working on the page right now. I've been so inundated with so much between my 3 day jobs as a nurse and my comic stuff. Um, I'm really burning the candles at both ends, and I can't say enough about the support I've received, especially the last campaign. We grew just under 13,000, and that's with some people that normally couldn't pledge. So we would have made over 13,000, which is irrelevant because we made 12,800 something dollars, which is amazing to me. 260 backers for some nobody that came out of nowhere last year. I can't thank you all enough for your interest, your support. For those that have really shown a lot of interest, so thank you. So okay, I'm all over the place. So I showed you the pages so far for tragedy. Well, what I'm going to show you for Tragedy 4. Ricardo's hard at work at that. It is going to be on Kickstarter in August. Book 3 is going to Indiegogo hopefully next week. That's my goal. But I have to see. I can't do graphics. I don't have not Pro Tools. I'm thinking as a musician. Sorry. My God, I can't think. But you know the whoa, I do need some sleep. But I don't have the tech that I need to dress covers and do trade dresses and graphics. Can you drop me issue 4 cover artist hints? As far as quote unquote big names, I can't because I'm still negotiating and waiting to see. I'd love to, but I can't yet, so I apologize. I can tell you some really awesome indie artists that are going to be doing covers, but I can't for the moment do that. Sorry, but I will soon. I will soon because I'm running out of time. So Indiegogo, Tragedy 3, hopefully next week. Kickstarter Tragedy 4, August. The team up with Apex Comics, Mariano and Cieza. The crossover we're doing August as well. And let's go look at the dynamics. Now, these pages are roughs, and there's some edits going to happen. So keep that in mind. These images will change a bit. All right. Rob put a garage in the middle of the house, so obviously that's going to be changed. Rob laughed. He goes, "That's why I'm not an architect." These are roughs. Just keep that in mind. So this is the family. I wanted a more cartoony style, but it does take place in the tragedy universe. This is more humorous, but it has pure superhero action. A lot of superhero action. It's going to be a lot of fun. Reviews on the script so far have been great. As a matter of fact, if anybody is interested in reading the script to the Dynamics Book 1 and my short story book, let me know. I'll pick a winner. If you sign an NDA, you can read them and give a review. But anyway, now the dynamics, the reason why it's called the dynamics is family dynamics. This is a family and dynamic abilities. No, it is not the Incredibles. There is the similarity of a family with powers and kids, but it is not going to be the Incredibles. I promise you that. No more than Tragedy is like any other vigilante character you've seen. Again, there's so many tropes. It's how you write it, not so much the archetype you use, because how many people have Superman archetypes. The Boys uses Superman Justice League archetype, and it's written well. You love it. So these are roughs again by Robert Powers, who is going to knock this out of the park. I'm really enjoying this. I'm excited about it. Sorry, those are references of sending people for the cover contest, which is where I'm going to go next. So the Dynamics is coming out soon. Tragedy 4 coming out soon. Thank you, Ricardo. Yeah, right. Bruce Timm, Chuck Jones. I mean, I just felt the dynamics shouldn't be as serious. It'll have some serious moments, but it's not supposed to be as serious as tragedy. Um, and I wanted it to be just superhero action fun. I mean, is tragedy that? Sure, but tragedy is a little deep. It's a little deep as far as in psychology, emotions, etc. I wanted this to be a little more lighthearted, a little more fun for people to just enjoy the read. And like always, I stand by my opinion on social commentary and politics should not matter to you. And I don't put it in there. It's just fun books. If you do, that's fine. I don't care. You do you. You write what you want to write. I'm just putting out stories for the sake of fun, entertainment, to get away from all the crap that we see every day. And that's my books, and that's what my publishing company is going to be based on. Uh, I don't want to use my comics as a pulpit, a megaphone, or anything like that. Again, I'm not knocking those who do. It's just I don't feel that I'm here to change the world. I need to get it's like they always say, if you haven't even cleaned your own room, how are you going to take care of the house? So I'm just taking care of me and writing what I love and have fun with, and we'll go from there. I do have other books in mind in projects, and I will be releasing them soon as the time goes by. I am building this publishing company, Philbo. For you, those of you who don't know why it's called Philbo, I am a big Lord of the Rings fan. I love the movies, but I read the books like 20 times. I've always read the books, and I read them at 9 years old, and I've read them many times since. And so my wife nicknamed me Philbo because I have large feet. I have size 13 feet, and they're hairy, and they're look like hobbit feet basically. So my wife called me Philbo as a nickname, and I thought Philbo Publishing or Philbo Entertainment Promotions would be a fun name. Again, the logo is done by Rob Powers, who's awesome. If you need a logo from him, reach out to me. So I have plans for my publishing company. They include distribution. I am not knocking crowdfunding because crowdfunding has been amazing to me and it's amazing for so many indie people. But I don't feel Kickstarter is a sustainable way when you're doing an ongoing series. If you're doing limited series of 5 issues in a trade or whatever, that's fine. But I'm doing an ongoing. I've already got stories through 50, 60 issues. I've written 23 for Tragedy so far. So it is imperative for me to go to a monthly or bi-monthly distribution. Bi-monthly can either mean every 2 weeks or every 2 months. In this case, it means every 2 months. And I have my plans in place for that. It's going to be a hard struggle. It's going to be money lost probably or breaking even if I'm lucky. But that's why I'm going to need you guys when the time comes, and you'll know when, to tell your local comic shop to order my books. I think I'm a good storyteller. I don't know if I'm a great writer, but I think I'm a good storyteller, and I've been told that I'm really good with realistic dialogue. But I'll say what I always say. Don't take my word for it. Buy the book, find out for yourself, and you tell me. Okay? And if it's not your thing, no problem. I understand. But you might just find some books you really enjoy, and you might find the fun in comics again that maybe you're not feeling right now. And I think you will. So having said that, that's going on there. I'm going to be at Heroes Con this weekend. I'm driving 12 hours on Thursday, and I will be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Kenny Calderon, who is an artist that I represent with Legendary Illustrations, he has his Wild Inks Studios, will also be at Heroes. Now, before Kenny joined with me in Legendary, he had booked his table. That's why we're not together. But he will be there. He has an exclusive Tragedy print, and we'll have his cover to Tragedy issue 2 there, as well as him getting commissions. And feel free to stop by both of our tables. It's going to be great. And support Kenny. He's got a pre-commission list open now to be picked up at the show, but you're running out of time. So reach out to me, DM me on Facebook or Instagram if you wish to get a commission to be picked up at Heroes Con by Kenny Calderon. I will be selling original art by Ricardo Silva. Beautiful stuff he did in Billy Tucci's She, Return of the Warrior, and other indie books. Amazing paintings like the portrait series as well from Will Pladen. I will be selling original art from Rodimus Prime Ramos, published G.I. Joe stuff and other things. I will still be crowdfunding, Robert. I can't get into the details now, but I will still continue to use crowdfunding, but I'm looking to go with Tragedy through Diamond Distribution on a monthly or every other month basis coming next year. But I still will crowdfund. I'll get more into the details later on, but yeah, I'll still be easily accessible, guys. I mean, I got to get out there. Raphael, thank you kindly for saying that. I do appreciate you saying that. You're a good writer and great storyteller, and Tragedy is a fantastic book. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Raphael. Ricardo, yes, my friend, absolutely. And I just want to make it clear, I believe strongly, I create all my character designs. Every one of them, I created everything about them. But when I give my descriptions and my references to the artists, they make the character a reality. So Ricardo, and I'm putting this on video for everybody here, and Alex Sarabia and people that did character design, took my character designs and made them real. If I ever become big, they get royalties because they didn't co-create the look per se, but they did make them real. They brought them to life. There is no Tragedy other than in my mind if Ricardo doesn't draw her and Mato Zapata doesn't color her. So respect your artists, guys. As writers, publishers, work with them, take care of them. And having said that, on the other end, artists, please do the same thing. Meet your deadlines. Be fair to the people that are paying their hard-earned money to you. This is a collaboration. I don't like to see this. Writers aren't as important as artists. Artists are as important as writers. You're both equally important. You both have to be good at what you do, and both are the difference between a great book and a mediocre book or a bad book. You know, we're all in this together. Anyway, sorry, I was getting some messages. So keep that in mind. Now, I have a cover contest. Every book, I have a cover contest. And book 4 for Tragedy is no different. I posted it today. Cover contest. For those of you who are not aware, I have a cover contest for every book. We've had 3 so far. This is how it works. You submit a rough to me. I have to approve the rough, and then you can finish it. It can be penciled, inked, or fully colored. I take any 3. It can be digital art or traditional art. That's fine. I will accept either or, and you will submit it as a cover. If you did it traditionally, please listen to this because it's been an issue with people because they don't pay attention or read. I am to own the original art. You are to mail it to me when you enter it into the contest, and I will pay for shipping. It is owned by me. If you're not okay with that, don't do it. Don't join the contest. I will pay for shipping, though. You're not to pay the expense. If you win the contest, I give you $200 cash, and you get the published cover, and I do something no other publisher does. I will give you the interior PDF of the book, and you can print the book on your own if you so choose, if you think you'll make money off of it, and I ask for nothing, no part of the sales. If you do not win, you will be a print on the campaign, and I will send you a trade and a virgin edition of my book with your cover entry on it. So you have a physical copy of trade and virgin to show your family, to show that you have a published work, to add to your portfolio, etc. I try to take care of people and do the best I can. So that's that. Now, some people say $200 is not a lot for a cover. You know what? Some people it's their rate. Other people it's not. I'm not forcing anybody to do this campaign, this contest. I fit this into my budget. I'm an indie guy. I don't have a lot of money. So if 200 and a published cover is what you want, is up your alley, great. If it's not, please don't message me and let me know it's not. I'm not interested. If you think you're a better than $200, I respect and appreciate that, but I don't need to know. Just scroll on. Anyway, so the cover contest is going on now. The deadline is July 20th, midnight Eastern Standard Time. Please be aware of the time differences. We are an hour after the Pacific, I believe, and we're 3 hours after the West. So please keep that in mind. I cannot accept any late covers anymore. I'm sorry. A deadline's a deadline, and you have to show professionalism and be on time. Those are the rules. Now, if you're interested, go to the post. Write in the post that you're entering. Tag 3 people that haven't been tagged before. Share the post out on your page. And if you want references, DM me and I will give you all the references you need. Okay. And that's that. That's the cover contest. We've got issue 4 coming out in August. Issue 3 going to Indiegogo next week. My short story book's coming out soon. The Dynamics is coming out soon. I'll be at Heroes Con this weekend. I will be at San Diego Comic-Con doing a panel with the team up I'm doing with Apex Comics, Mariano Necieza, which is going to be fun. And yeah, I mean, I got more, but I can't tell you more right now. That's it. And Legendary Illustrations, if you want a creative team to work on your book or commission the artwork, reach out to me, DM me. Amazing, amazing artists I get to represent. They may not be big names, but they are big talent. All right. Anybody got any feedback, any questions before I head out? Anything you want to know? Anything you need me to repeat? Any you want to see pages again that maybe you missed? Let me know. And just also want to let you know, Bill Lutz, who I represent, will be at the Rail City Comic Con in St. Albans, Vermont, this coming weekend. So go check out Bill Lutz at the Rail City Comic Con in St. Albans, Vermont. John Ottinger, awesome dude, and he has a cover on book 3 that will be on Indiegogo. So that's that. Guys, got anything else to say? Anything? That's it. I mean, that was a lot to cover. The cover contest is full swing. Go see the post or reach out to me with questions. I do ask, and I don't mean this to be rude, please read the entire post and follow it. I'm not a big publisher, so you may not care about me. But if you have aspirations to work with big publishers, the first thing they look at is, can you follow directions? Period. If you cannot do the simplest thing as follow directions, they don't want to hire you. So I'm asking you, if you want to be a part of the contest or whatever, please, 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 just read the whole thing. I'm very grateful and appreciative. I get a lot of requests every day, someone wanting to do a cover for me or work with me. And being that I'm a nobody in the industry, that means a lot, the respect I get. They treat me as if I'm some book. But I have to tell you, I can't say yes to everybody, or I can't say yes now because I already have my budgets per book. And, if I get 50 inquiries, I can't get 50, as much as I already have so many covers, I can't get 50 people. I don't have it in budget. So just bear with me. Be patient. If I don't have you now, maybe I'll have you next one, but some people get impatient and they keep messaging me, and I appreciate the enthusiasm, but if I can't right now, I can't. All right. Anyway, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. If you're in North Carolina, come say hi. Come see Legendary Illustrations and buy some Tragedy, books 1 and 2. 3 will not be there yet. I have not fulfilled the campaign. The campaign is going to be fulfilled very soon. Kickstarter, for whatever reason, the last 2 times, they say 2 weeks. They've been very late with funds. They are at 2.5 weeks now. They said the funds are coming, but I haven't seen anything yet. As soon as the funds come in, that means I know whose money paid and everybody's good. I will immediately send out the PDFs for books 1, 2, and 3 to everyone that backed those, and obviously everybody who did physical backing gets book 3. And then shortly after the book is ready to print, I'm waiting to go to the printer. I'm just waiting for the money. If I had the money, I would have printed ahead of time, but I didn't. So I will print it. I'm going to have it printed pretty quickly and shipped out to me quickly. My goal is to have Tragedy Chapter 3 Kickstarter fulfilled completely before August Chapter 4. And Indiegogo, as you know, will be going on, and I will fulfill that as it goes because it's a little bit of a different system. And that's that. All right? If you haven't checked out Tragedy, please do. Give it a shot. If you have no clue who I am and you just come across this video, give it a shot. Take a look. All right? I appreciate it. Having said that, thank you so much. I appreciate all the support. I mean, seriously, no matter how many times I say it, please know it's the most sincere thing I could tell you is everybody that supports me, the reason why I can do what I love. I mean, I may not be making as much on it that I could live off of it. I still have to do my day jobs, but the fact that I can do it at all, and I am making money, and I am positive in the positive, and is because of all of you. You know, shares, likes, comments, views, pledges. Thank you. Sincerely. I mean, I really, really, really mean it. I'm going to leave you with what I always leave you with. But before I do, the dynamics, the devil is in the details, Tragedy issue 4, all coming soon. Be legendary and have fun storming the castle.